A crew brought together by fate. Zev, a Kiss Jedi. Davia, a Chagrian monk. Lolly, a Vala operative. And Rasta, a Mandalorian teen. When their city falls under attack, they found the truth behind the theft of indigenous relics. Betrayed by the evil Galatia, the team was stranded on JX421, a jungle world. During their arduous trek through and beneath the green hellscape, they befriended the local tribespeople and made for the subterranean city of Echohull. There they met the Zeltron scholar Jarbelis, who had recently arrived to the planet by mysterious means. With the help of the local Zevion, the crew battled the fearsome Arat worm and looted their prize, a blockade runner christened the Talaria. Leaving JX421, the crew met Twyla, an old friend of Lolly's, aboard the Scion Sol Casino. There they encountered Aloysius, a wealthy businessman, and Azam Ramka, heiress to the Ramka Corporation. Aloysius retained the crew to salvage an ancient Sith capital ship with the promise of credits. Aboard the ship, they met a new companion, H34T, a battle droid whom they befriended, and the force spirit of the Sith captain whom they fought valiantly. Upon the crew's return, they learned Twyla had robbed Aloysius and left the casino. The crew set off to find her and to make her answer tough questions. Welcome to the Dark Republic.
I will believe.
Lovely. Good timing. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the best part of Monday, where we are playing some D&D in the Star Wars universe, in the Old Republic.
That's what we're doing tonight?
That is what we're doing tonight.
That's tonight?
Before we get started, we still have our giveaway going on at 25 subscribers. We're giving away a 3D printed thermal detonator. I don't have it with me.
Oh.
3D printed thermal detonator. That'll be at 25 subscribers, and it will be to anyone that's followed or subscribed. Yeah.
On Twitch.
We'll also have giveaways at 50, 75, and 100. So stay tuned for those. Anyone have anything before we get started?
Discord?
It's at the end.
Patrons? Okay.
It's at the end.
All right.
All right.
No?
If no one else has anything, let's get started. Last week, when we left off, the group had made their way to the planet Mandalore after sequestering some foreign substance, a bioweapon.
Some Schwitzen.
Some Schwitzen off of Garrus Station that appeared to have killed
Class
many people.
5 to be exact.
Some class 5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Deadly stuff. When they landed on Mandalore, they chose not to land at the secure Imperial ports, but instead chose
I love the laugh.
chose to land at a smaller, privately owned port.
We thought we'd meet better people.
Sure, and it's cheaper.
You know?
Upon
Always one for a
descending from their
bargain.
ship, they were confronted in a shakedown attempt. Credits were demanded for safety. Instead of paying, you engaged with them.
Oh, there was no engaging.
There was engaging.
There.
You were losing.
Intimidation did not work.
No, it did not. You were actually 2 points below the DC. Very close. You were getting your butts handed to you until your trusted droid H34T came out and just laid waste to people because he's awesome. You made your way into the city where Raster got a phone call from Vosta Idcato.
Avocado? A slice of avocado?
You also
Plasticado.
were in time to catch some of the screens in the streets. The Mandalore himself gave a speech where he announced that he was contacted by allies, new allies, where they offered a promise of retribution against their old enemy, the Darjetti. He showed 3 children next to him who seemed to exhibit force powers by catching and suppressing a thrown grenade. And he announced, "The galaxy will tremble before the reborn Mandalorian Empire," and promised war. So,
War.
Raster, what would you like to do?
So, for me, you announced the 3 names of the people.
I did.
The force sensitive people.
Jeffrem, Cauldron, Mims.
Please charge.
You got it.
Okay, for me, we need to find a private place to talk
Okay. So
immediately. I have a few things to tell you guys.
Is something wrong?
There's something very wrong. Something very disturbing. And something that we need to find information on immediately. Because my whole purpose in life has just come back into my life.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Let's go find somewhere to talk privately.
You are in a street among tall buildings. There's a few people around. It feels about late afternoon. There's businesses around you. There's residences in the buildings above. And you are still about a quarter mile away from the Murhammer Square where you were heading to see the Mandalore and also where the
Library?
archive is, yeah.
Okay. Is there like, are there any alleyways we can like duck into? Maybe.
Yeah, there's a few. You find one pretty easily. It's not wide, but empty for the most part.
Is it protected by the Republic?
No.
What's going on?
One of the force-sensitive, quote-unquote, children is who I'm looking for. Mims Doom is who I've been looking for. Her dad was the one that was killed. And his daughter, my love, is the one that is now being, or seems to be in control of somebody else. She has powers that I've never seen before. how she got him, where she got him from, being from this planet. The person that kidnapped her, that I believe kidnapped her, was not a very nice guy. And was full of revenge.
Was it any of the men that we saw on the stage?
Not that I could see. But she is Mandalorian. And she comes from the Dune clan. How she got her powers, I don't know.
Well, I mean...
But this falls in line with what we've seen already in the past from the other planets that we come from, that Force-sensitive children are being kidnapped. Maybe the other two that we saw up there are from the other planets.
Well, they're not from JX. They're human. They're human, correct?
Yeah, they were all human.
They're all human. Okay.
We need to find more information, and we need to find it fast. I really believe that I need to go back to my hometown and find out what I can. We need to find information.
Are you sure it's smart for you to go back there?
I think it's smart enough to go back there as much as me staying here.
Well, there's no active warrant for you here. It's just in your hometown, right?
I don't know.
Because I'd rather not have to get you out of jail.
The thing about it is, how am I going to get information on her and how she got her Force-sensitive power?
Well, she's
Why
here.
don't we go to her?
How are we going to go to her when she's under guard with the king? It's not like we can just go to the front door and knock and say, housekeeping.
We might.
Housekeeping.
Let's first go to the library or the archive and find out what we can on the stones that we have. And maybe there's more information here as far as these kidnappings.
You said Vasta wants to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he has an idea.
You should go meet him. Just go with one of us, and maybe he has, some idea about what's going on with these kids. Or because this, to me, from what I'm gathering, is that it's rare that Mandalorians are Force sensitive. So maybe he has some more information when this started. Or even who those people are up there.
So you want to divide us then? You're finally okay with us going our separate ways? Is that what you're...
I'm always okay with me and you going our separate ways.
I would like to take Zev then with me, since he seems to be somewhat knowledgeable on Force sensitivity, and you don't seem...
I just don't
So
think
you're going to take a Jedi
to go talk to Amanda.
to go talk to Amanda.
that we should all go talk to Vasta.
That we should all go together.
Well, then we can all go together, but I don't think he's going to talk much when it's all of us instead of just you.
Well, what if I went with you instead? I'm not a Jedi.
Why don't we head to the archives, and on the way I will send out a communication to him and see what he says.
That sounds smart.
Maybe we can meet him somewhere else, not at the bar. Maybe we can meet him in an alley.
Maybe.
Of course, Job Ellis is really good in a bar.
Would you like for me to come along with you?
He could be very persuasive.
That's true.
I could come with you if you like.
How about you come in the bar with me, and we have 3 outside waiting if the shitteth go downeth.
I'll be downeth.
Sounds like a plan?
Okay.
Cool.
All right, I'm going to send a communication to Avocado.
Okay. Holocom or comlink?
Which one's the one that's private?
Comlink's in your helmet. Holocom you hold. Okay.
Which one are you doing?
Comlink.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious.
You give him a buzz.
Wait, hold on. Let me get.
Sure. It takes a little longer than normal for him to answer, and when it finally does click on, it's a woman's voice. Yes, who is this?
Where's Boston?
He's passed out. He's next to me. This is Jadelle, his sister.
I'd like to meet with him, or maybe with you.
Sure. I'll be here still until he wakes up.
Okay. Can you tell me exactly where you're at and how to get there?
Well, where are you?
I'm here. Where are you at?
Well, I haven't moved since you last spoke to me. I'm at the Iron Vault Tavern.
Iron Vault. We're at the... on our way to the... It's not the library.
The archives?
The archives. We're near the archives.
Okay. About a mile to the west. There's directories everywhere. Just put in Iron Vault and it'll take you to me.
What was your name again?
Jadelle Avocado.
Can they hear this?
No, it's in your helmet.
Who are you talking to?
Can't hear
Myself.
him
No, I can't hear him
either.
either.
No. Helmet comms.
Interesting.
We'll see you maybe in an hour. Thank you.
Sounds good. You did meet Jadelle previously. There were 4 on the capital ship. The 2 Mandalorians and 2 Ethorians with them.
How far are we from the...
So you're a quarter mile from the Murhammer Square, and another mile to
the repository or
the Iron Vault.
Or we're going to the library?
The archive, which is in the Murhammer Square.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's not a bathroom in Star Wars.
Yeah!
It's a fresher.
Are we almost to the archive?
You're still in an alley.
Let's go. To the archive.
I
I thought while I was having this conversation, we were
You
going
said you
to...
want to go in the lot. Okay.
Yeah, we're going.
So we're walking finally?
Walking.
Yeah.
You make your way.
Walk this way.
You make your way down the street until you see the building's end and kind of an opening. And as you enter the square itself, it is about a mile of an opening in the middle of the city. On one end of the square looms the Imperial Palace of the Mandalore. It is not tall. It's only about 6 stories tall. Everything around it is skyscrapers, but it is wide. It is almost the entire length of the square, which is a mile. There are 2 huge statues that stand in front of the gate, locked in combat, one with a sword, one with a spear, both in Mandalorian armor. On one end, to the right, there is the capital and administration buildings of the planet, in which is the archives. And the other 2 sides of the square are lined with 20 to 30-story buildings of the city. The square itself is paved. It's perfectly clean. There's a crowd that is dispersing now from the speech that the Mandalore gave. And there are beautifully, perfectly trimmed green trees throughout. There's a few water features. It is gorgeous for such a militant planet.
How close is the crowd to us, or?
So the crowd is coming and
Okay.
dispersing throughout the streets around.
I want to eavesdrop, see if I hear
Okay.
anybody who is upset about these Force kids.
Okay.
Or about what the leader just said?
Sure. You don't need to roll. There's plenty of
Alright,
people
great.
around. Just
What are they saying?
as you're moving through the crowd, people are talking, some just business. Some who are talking about the announcement are excited because it's been a good century since there was a nice big galactic war. A few people you gather are fabricators and workers on the orbiting shipyards. They're complaining about the inevitable ramp up in work because they're going to have to start pumping out more ships, more weapons, all kinds of things. No one seems to be talking about the kids themselves. Everyone is just more, there's an energy about the crowd, and not a normal energy that you would expect when war has been announced. This is more of a, well, thank goodness, even a little excitement.
Okay.
Go into the
Are we in the
archive.
library? Or archives?
To the Capitol building, which, as we know, is pretty easy to get in.
You don't even have to roll.
No. It is a public building, and as you go in, and as you're walking through this crowd, actually, you're noticing that you are getting some looks.
There they come.
There's not a lot of alien species on this planet. It's almost entirely human, and it's almost entirely fair, blonde Swedes, if you will. It's a planet made up of Northern Europe. There's some variation, but it's...
So I would stand out.
You would, just because you're human, but you're also darker.
I have my helmet on though.
Yes. Also, not a ton of Mandalorian armor. There is some, but not a ton. Most people are just in normal clothes. You do see Mandalorian armor. It tends to be on guards, that kind of thing. There are some Twi'lek, and that's about it. So you do get some glances as you're walking through. But you head to the Capitol, which is a public building, and there's an entire wing marked archives. You go in. It is very tall. It's at least 2 stories in the lobby itself. There's a simple desk and then large wooden double doors behind the desk. At the desk is an older man. He's wearing cream-colored robes that are marked in crimson line, which kind of matches the aesthetic of the entire building, cream and crimson. As you come in, he looks up from whatever he's doing at his desk and kind of takes you all in. Hello. How can I help you?
Hi, we just wanted to look up some information in your archives.
I see. Place your hand on the scanner, please.
Sure.
Okay. Place your hand. He checks his data. Oh, I see. You have access. Very good.
Yep.
Very well. I'm a scribe here. I can direct you to what you need. Follow me. And he gets up, opens the double doors, and behind him is a huge space. Tall shelves of data cards, holocrons, just all kinds of data information in rows and rows and rows, just going back and back. What information are you looking for?
Gemstones or precious rocks and their uses?
Precious stones, okay. Specifically to Mandalore?
No. Just general. And those of Mandalore, too.
Okay, it is a very large amount of information this way.
Is it alphabetized?
It is.
Okay.
It is, of course. And
Thank you.
he leads you to a geology section. It is massive, as you can imagine. It has information on minerals from thousands of worlds. What specifically can I help you find?
Black opal?
Okay. Types that into a card. Is that all?
Fire amber?
Fire Ember, okay. Very good. And he motions to a desk. You can start your own research and I'll see what I can find.
Thank you.
And he heads off down a stack.
Can I slide away and pull him aside?
Yeah, you follow him. Sure. Oh yes, sir.
Hey, can you give me some information about a holocron?
I can certainly try.
Do you need to see it?
That would help, unless you know what it's called.
I don't know what it's called,
Of course.
but I'll show you.
And you pull out the holocron. That is unusual design. Not very many pyramid or red holocrons.
I just want to know about it. I want to know anything you can share with me.
Sure. And he adds it to his list. I'll see what I can find.
Don't tell them, though.
Your comrades.
No.
Very good. Make an investigation check. And I will too.
I felt you. 4! Hold on. Okay,
I didn't
9.
even look.
You did.
9 total?
9
Okay.
total.
Going through, there's a lot of information. You actually can't find anything named Black Opal or Fire Ember. But after about an hour, the scribe comes back. I couldn't find Black Opal at all.
What about this?
I did find, and you have one that confirms it for me. It is known as Mercanite.
Mercanite.
Mirkanite. Fire Ember is the name on undeveloped worlds. Mercanite is a fairly common mineral. It is found in volcanic regions, and its generally only use is in the construction of certain engine parts.
Engines for what?
Ships, vehicles,
Anything.
anything with an engine. It's, well, you see, it's a tetragonal crystalline string. You don't need to know, you have one. But it's usually bought and sold by trade groups and shipyards.
I'm going to pull out the black opal that I have.
Okay.
This is what the black opal looks like.
I see. This would have been nice to see beforehand. And he pulls up his card. I couldn't find anything with black opal in it. There are many black stones and minerals. I could add it to my daily search. It might take up to a week. Could be much sooner.
If you could.
I will.
Can you contact us?
Sure, I have Comlink. If you do too. Okay, you exchange Comlink.
What was his name again?
What's your name?
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
I thought he
How
was-
do you
Oh,
spell
boy.
that?
Chef Boy.
Oh, boy.
This is my scribe John.
Little John or Big John?
Scribe John.
Scribe.
So Scribe is your first name?
That is my title.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was the guy from the planet we met on. Scribe John, I like him.
Okay.
Yeah!
Could you add something else to your search?
Of course.
Could you tell me what these ones are?
Do you know the planet of origin?
Chimpala.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Adds that, he holds up his data card. I can't.
That's pretty close.
He gets a little low.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you.
Lodestone. Okay. Okay.
One final thing. Do you have any information on missing children?
You might want to speak with the police about that.
You don't have any... There's not any news or...
News articles?
News articles
Or
on them?
Perhaps. I don't keep up with the news too much. Very busy here.
Can we look at recent news?
Of course. Sure, microfilm.
Wonderful. Space microfilm.
Space film.
Yeah.
There's
You
also,
say
of course,
today or anything like
the
that?
HoloNet.
Okay. Where's your nearest home?
Come on.
There's terminals in the desks that you are at,
Okay.
Okay, so.
where you do your own research.
Okay. So can you tell me anything about? I'm sure he saw the message that was on the board there.
He or I?
You.
Yes, I did.
Did you see the 3 children? that were on it?
I did, indeed.
Do you know them?
No, I don't have children.
Have you ever, or has it been said where those children may have come from?
I just watched the announcement out the front door. Came back in. Haven't spoken to anyone about them.
I think that's all we'll need from you for
Very
right
good.
now.
I'll contact you if I find anything out about your stones or your on.
Are they watching their microfilm?
Are you going to look through
Are
the
they
HoloNet?
on it?
Yes, they are.
Nice. Did you find anything?
He leads you off a little bit.
Mm.
I did. And he just shows you his data pad, and you see a picture. It's not exact. The markings on the sides are different, but it is gold and red and glowing pyramid of a holocron. This one is 3-sided, not 4, so it's not a pyramid exactly. It is an ancient Sith holocron. How interesting.
That's all you had for me.
There's not a lot written on them. 500 years ago, we fought alongside the Sith against the Dajeti, but they vanished half a millennia ago.
I thank you so much.
Of course. What do you plan on doing with that one?
I'm just a carrier of it right now.
Well, we have several museums that would love a donation.
I think I shouldn't part with this.
Your choice, of course.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the info.
Of course. And he exits. In your research on the HoloNet for local news, there is no mention of missing children. What specifically else are you looking for?
Is there anything about the Chiss?
For sensitive children?
Chiss?
Yeah.
You can see a description, where they're from. No
Or
news.
like no news?
No news about the Chiss.
Okay.
Force-sensitive children, you see a lot of force-sensitive people in old news, usually Jedi, but nothing about kids or anything specific to what you had seen.
Can I look up specific news on Mims Doom?
Sure.
May I?
Yes.
I don't know.
Your manners,
Can you?
young man.
May I? Mother, may I? God, may I?
You do a search for Min's Dune, and there are no results returned. Her name has never been mentioned in the news.
What about Dunes? Just the surname Dunes.
The surname Dune, in your spelling, pulls up an article, a very brief byline of a man who was killed with the last name Dune in a very small town called Hutanvet, and a mention of another Dune wanted in connection. But this is half a year old.
Anything about Counselor Vaughn?
Lots. Councillor Vaughn is a very powerful, very famous politician on this planet. He came up from a very political family, very well off. He was groomed to be the councilman. The councilman is the right hand of the Mandalore. The Mandalore is a de facto king or emperor, and the councilman is his top aide, his trusted counsel. He runs the day-to-day politics, and the Mandalore makes the decisions.
How long has he been in power?
He has been a councilman for almost a decade, but he has been in politics since he was 18, and he's pushing 60 now.
How old is the Mandalore?
You look up the Mandalore himself, there's no name, there's no picture of his face, just the mask, the ceremonial mask. And he has been in power for 6,000 years.
Did you say 6,000 years?
He said 6,000 years.
There's no
He's old.
change.
It's dirt.
There's no change in power when a new Mandalore takes the reins. They just come into power and move on. It
It
like
just
the
kind of
Dread
looks
Pirate
like that guy. Yeah.
right? It's different people coming in, same title, same face, same everything, no name.
Okay.
What information can I find on my bill?
6,000.
On your village? Hudson Vet, it's a small town. It's about 3,000 people.
It's like
It's
North
very
Korea.
small. It is a lot of farming. It was founded as a farming town. It's almost 200 years old. The name Huttonvet means cowardly farmer. The farmer who founded the town was a deserter who was later arrested. But this was almost 200 years ago. Not a lot. It's a very quiet town and small.
You're wrapping
Not a
up.
lot in news.
You are rapping, man.
Sorry.
But that's accurate. Huttonvet in Mandoa is actually cowardly farmer.
The irony.
We can access like the intergalactic holonet.
Yeah.
Any more news about missing children? Okay.
Since this morning? No.
Okay. Are there any pictures of these missing children?
There are. You can see about 12 pictures have been submitted.
Any of them of those three that we just saw?
No,
Okay.
there's not. Of the 12, there's 3 human, a Bothan, 2 Dathomirians. It's a variety of kids, all around the same age, 10 to 15.
Okay.
And they're force sensitive?
Well, you don't know if these kids are. These are just of the kidnapped kids
That are
that
missing?
the Grand Master of the Jedi Council had mentioned earlier
Okay.
this morning.
Hey, I don't know what else we might need information on.
Well, I've received a message that we could go meet Avocado
I'll bring you chips.
Avocado
Avocado.
with cheese.
Ew.
And cheese?
Avocado.
Avocado with cheese.
That's a
That
southern
sounds
cooking.
horrible.
That's it. Sorry.
Oh.
I brought it back.
We'll just put some green chili on it.
We'll just throw green chili
Throw
on it.
green chili on it, deep fry it, and they'll love it.
Well, then that's a real meal.
That sounds delicious.
You put it on the bread.
Okay.
Can we do like sushi with that? Like avocado, green chili, no cheese though.
Where are we going with this?
That would be delicious.
So avocado's gonna be waiting.
Describe John
Avocado
Wheeler, place
is
in order.
passed out right now. I'm actually going to meet his sister.
Is she going to be able to help us?
We'll find out. So I'll go in with Job Ellis. If you guys want to stand guard.
Wait outside and harass the public?
Yes.
That sounds lovely. Let's go.
I want to say the whole time I'm still covered. I'm completely covered.
Hood's up, all right.
All you see
Me
is
too.
my
I'm full
eyeball.
helmet
I'm
also
not,
the
I
whole
am-
time.
Proud.
I'm
You
proud.
know?
All right. You head out.
Gray and tall and proud.
I don't even think to head.
As you head
I
outside,
just am.
the bright blue sky is starting to darken. It's late afternoon, early evening. You make your way to the iron vault.
Right before I go in,
Is there anything near? Go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I'm gonna reach out again in my helmet.
Okay.
And see if I can get a hold of Avocado.
Okay. Again, it takes a little extra long, and the same female voice answers. Hello? Yes, are you here?
Oh, yeah, I'm right outside.
Come on in.
What do you look like again?
I'm the only one in here.
No one else is with you?
I mean, Vosta is.
Just you and him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The bar is quiet, lit but quiet. It sits in between kind of a residential tower and a storefront called, what is it called? Aden Specialty Market.
Aden.
Aden, A-D-D-E-N-N.
A specialty market?
Okay.
It's like Walmart.
Who's going in?
Me and
You and Ja?
I'll go
I'll
into the
follow
store.
him, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, you guys head in. There is a barkeep droid, and as she said, Jadel sitting at a booth, and Vosta head back on the booth, snoring. Many empty mugs in front of him.
How long has he been passed out?
Have a seat. He's been passed out about an hour. It'll probably be another hour if it all holds up. Just rip it off, man.
It's off.
That bar food, huh? You know, open the packages, right?
Munchies.
For your base?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, what kind of business is Avocado in?
Vosta's business is following me around. My business is keeping him safe.
So, can you tell me a little bit about your recent business of keeping him safe?
Vosta is the youngest of 4 sons, meaning he's last in line. So, instead of following any of the family traditions, values, work, he wants to adventure, and adventure he does, so I follow him and make sure he's safe.
So your job is to keep the flunky in line?
Brother, but yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm John Bellis.
Pleasure, Jadel. Offer you a drink? Beer?
Definitely.
Spice brew?
No, I have a few more questions.
Beer?
I'll take a beer.
Spice brew?
I'll take a spice brew. Whatever you recommend.
Spice brew, she yells at the bar keep droid. What are your questions?
Can you tell me a little bit about the message that was just broadcasted?
Oh, by the Mandalore.
Yes.
We're going to war.
Why is everybody so excited about this war?
You're Menda.
Right. But are we ready to face
We
war?
are always ready.
What makes us
What
more...
clan are you in?
What clan does it matter?
Well, most clans would be excited. We get war. We get to fight the Darjetti.
Well, I'm from a fearful farming community.
Ah, farmer. That makes sense. Nice armor for a farmer.
Thank you. So, once again, what makes us more ready now to fight? We've waited so long. Why are we more prepared now?
I'm not the Mandalore. I don't make that call. He says war, we fight. And we usually win.
Usually?
Usually. We haven't lost in over 500 years.
Do you know about anything about the kids that were shown?
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we're Mandalore.
Yes.
Where do they get Force-sensitive Mandalore?
Jedi magic? I don't know. It's not unheard of course. Mandalore the Great was a Jedi. But
So you're telling me those three are descendants of
I
the
wouldn't
Great?
say that. I mean, that's 8,000 years old.
True, but you could still be a descendant.
Maybe. Who knows? From what I understand, anyone can be Jedi magic.
So if anybody can, why do we hate so much?
Did you go to school?
Maybe.
Poor farmer. History, young man. They are our enemies of old. We have fought them for millennia.
So if they're our enemy, why are we allowing them to be with us now?
Do you think the kids are Jedi?
They have something in them.
Well, Mandalore the Great was a Jedi, and he founded our entire race. If we can use their power against them, all the sweeter.
Do you know where I could maybe speak to one of those children?
Yeah, go knock on the palace door. I'm sure that'll work. You know, if they don't kill you before you get there.
So, Vasta said something about working with him.
Work?
What?
Oh, God.
What kind of work do you guys have?
Well, war were declared, so we're going to be heading to the home. Thank you. Heading home to do our part for our clan. I suggest you do the same. You know, honor and all that.
Honor as a farmer, so I'll have to...
I'm sure your clan will do something, provide food for the troops, who knows.
Being the, I'm sorry.
Sure.
Excuse me if I come across a little bit extra humble, but I'm not looking for a fight. Is there a problem with the Jedi?
I mean, we have fought the Jedi for thousands of years. Ancient enemies, sworn enemies.
What might they have done?
I don't know, but we seem to be the only people that can kill them. So we're often hired to kill Jedi.
I've heard they're a selfish bunch.
They seem to be a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
And their swords can't even cut our armor, so how good could they be?
Good thing I'm with you, kid.
Your spice brew arrives, and for the next hour, you have a temporary 2d4. I will roll for you. You have a temporary 4 force points for the next hour.
Nice. Temporary 4, right?
Yeah, 4 force points.
Okay.
So, can I ask you a question? What do you know about the clan Dune?
Dune. Nothing. It's not one of the big clans. Is that your clan?
It is.
I don't know any farmer clans. Excuse me, agricultural clans.
The problem was my specific part of the clan, we didn't farm. We maintained ships.
Mechanics.
Correct.
A bit more honorable.
Maybe. So, where's your clan?
My clan is, well, up above us.
In heaven?
No. Floors 2 through 35.
And what do you guys do?
We are a warring clan. 1,200 plus. We have 4 cruisers, 100 fighters, My grandfather, of course. No. Admiral Kato. Okay.
So if I wanted to, could I maybe join your clan to fight?
You'd be willing to forsake your father. Your name.
My father is dead.
Easy to forsake then.
True. But I'd like to...
Trials, interviews, it's a whole process. Takes about a year. Name changes, a lot of paperwork. What was your name?
Rastra.
Raster Ibkato. Sounds good.
Benedict Arnold.
Well, if Vasta doesn't have any work for us currently at the moment,
He doesn't have any work for himself.
so why did he want me to meet him then?
He's a bit of a lush. We got stiffed on our last job, and he drank his sorrows.
Who stiffed him?
Emerald, the one you were contacting him about previously.
And you guys do not know where she's at?
No. We dropped off the goods, went to get our payment.
How do you
Goods and
contact her?
Emerald are gone. She contacted us.
Do you know Emerald?
We met. She gave us a job.
You met her yourself?
Just before we met you on that ship.
She was on the ship?
No, we were on the ship. She told us to go to the ship. We met at the casino. She gave us work. We dropped off the crates. She left.
Do you know what was in the crates?
We stole yours, full of weapons. A couple others. The crates that we were sent for were marked biohazard, but we didn't open them for, obvious reasons.
What'd you guys do with the weapons that came off the crate?
Turned them in upstairs. We can use them.
So they never made it to Emerald.
No, we gave her what she came for. The
Which
biohazard
was?
crates.
The bio. And no one, she never said what was in them?
I assume biohazardous materials. Don't ask, don't tell. We're good contractors.
And you guys kept the weapons.
I mean, they have the weapons.
Oh. I think I need another drink.
Spice brew. A second one comes. So,
So,
Get your wake his ass.
where is everybody?
Come up.
Why is this place so empty?
it's a small bar. It's not a hopping club. Plus, this is my family's building. Come back on the weekend. A lot of katos everywhere.
Kick him in the knee, man, and wake him up.
What's he going to tell us?
He'll
How do you-
slur some words together, but
Someone's throwing dice in this city out here.
Screw this!
I'm gonna laugh if it's a 4.
So,
7. Ooh.
since he's clumsy, what's the thing going on with the children?
what children? The kids?
Yeah. Do you know any other insight other than
They have
who's
Jedi
speaking
magic.
of them?
Kids have Jedi magic, apparently.
Have you ever seen them yourself?
Those kids? No. None of them are katos.
What are they then?
Kids?
But what clan? Does anybody know what clan they came from?
Do you know how many people are in the city?
No, I don't.
45 million.
So you should know.
So I should just know 3 random kids.
Yes.
I think
6 New York cities put together.
I think we milked this cow.
I think so too.
Yeah.
If Vasta or you end up having any work that you could possibly use us for,
Sure.
you have my number.
And if you want to forsake your name, toss your father to the wayside, and join a nice warring clan, you can call me too.
Okay. Did he get his next boot?
Yes.
Did
So
you
it's
chug
very
it?
efficient.
Did you chug it?
I'm
You ready to go?
ready to roll.
Quarters?
While you guys
Feeling
were in
good.
there, you, alone, head in
Yes.
to the Adin Specialty Market. You go in, it is a, not dim, it's a normally lit store. It seems dim because there is stuff piled everywhere. Floor to ceiling, just parts, half-empty oil cans, just junk
Junk.
lining the walls. Organized chaos. There is definitely shelves, but they're piled. There's a counter piled. At the back, there is a workbench with a very, very large man. He has a blonde ponytail pulled back, and he's holding impossibly small tools in his, very, very large hands, working on something as you come in. He turns around, sees you alone. Well, hi.
Hello.
How can I help you?
I just wanted to come check the place out.
Yeah, welcome. Come on in.
You have anything interesting?
I mean, look around. This place is full of interesting.
It sure is.
I can build, make, mod. I can do about anything.
Build and make and mod. That's great.
And sell. I have stuff
And so,
everywhere.
you have any
I'd like to wander into the store too.
All right. You come in. Hi, hi. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Well, where are y'all from?
off-world?
I can tell.
Yes.
Becky's.
Just
Yeah.
come in and look to. Just thought stop by on
Land
had to fill
far,
up.
far away. The
Yeah.
galaxy far, far away.
Well,
I note that I am now the only one left.
Yeah, no, they just left you. See?
stay on the streets of Mandalore.
Damn it. And I turn around and go into the store.
You don't want to be outside by yourself.
Are you all together?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Lovely. Colorful.
That's for sure. So what kind of things can you mod or fix on your work?
Oh, I can mod anything. I am top tier tinkerer.
Better watch out.
Do you
You in the market for specifics or just looking at wares?
Tracking or
Tracking. Well, let's see. Tracking, no. I have a mod for Mandalorian helmets, for night vision.
no?
No, I have...
I need to go in there.
You know, I do
Right
have...
after.
Yes, but not for you. I have a enhancement for a droid that's
Oh.
for tracking.
What does it say? What type of droid?
But it can go into any droid. It's just
Any droid. Do you have other enhancement for droids?
only 2. I have some that I'm working on, but only 2 ready to go. I have droid duraplating Mark 1. Ups the AC. The AC would go from 18 to 19 on
Who has
H3.
H3?
I have H3.
Oh. Why don't we have
Why do you have?
H3?
Yeah.
Because none of you are H3.
intelligence too.
Interesting.
So what's his AC?
So his AC would go from 18 to 19, so it's a +1 to his AC. I have droid duraplating.
He
That's
gets better air conditioning.
11,000 credits. And I have a droid interface detection. So he can detect life forms, small and larger, within 100 feet.
And
Okay.
how much is that
That
one?
one's 5,000 credits.
Chingao, man.
And
I like
we'd
that
have to bring
option.
our droid in here
Yes.
for you to
Yeah, I'd
mod him and get him
work
set up.
on him here. Only take about half hour.
Okay.
You could leave the poison in the ship.
That's true.
Like the only guy
probably
that can
getting
be
drunk
left alone.
It's me.
Okay. Any? Do you trade, or do people come in here and trade with you? Or?
Yeah, I trade, I sell, I buy, I do it all.
Do you
As long
have
as
any?
it's mostly legal.
Do you have any mods for weapons?
Do I? Feel free to browse. I'll be here.
Anything for access?
Well,
Tech access?
let's see. How's this? And he heads into a very small back room and comes out with a data pad. Ignore the first half. That's just junk. And he gives it to you. It's kind of an inventory list.
Okay.
The first half is just parts. Your mic fell. That was probably really loud, sorry.
What?
The first half is just parts. And then listed, he has computer spikes for sale that helps break into and hack computer security. He has a couple basic med packs.
Is that for any item or any weapon, or is it just for the Tech X?
No, this is a computer spike.
Okay.
So when you make a check with a slicer's kit to hack into a computer, you can use the spike to re-roll that check. He has some med packs, some repair kits, which is a med pack for a droid.
I should get one of those.
He has no ammo.
How much are those repair kits?
Repair kits are 250 credits each. Med packs are the same. And the spikes are 200.
Do you have a poisoner's kit?
No. No, I don't really sell tools so much as stuff.
Items.
Yeah. Let's see. There's also at the bottom of that, where it's listing all the things you can use, there's something called Endress, and it just says one pouch. There's also modifications. There is armor chassis. So a chassis is, there's light, heavy, and Mandalorian specific. They are light armor that has upgradable components. So you can have a combat suit that can be upgraded with overlays, underlays, reinforcements, and armoring mods, of which he has some. For instance, he has a cloak that also comes with stitching and overlay modification slots, which can hold things like a stealth stitching, which gives you +3 to all of your stealth rolls on top of what you already have. So modifying armor is a way to boost ability scores really nicely. He has a pair of maglock boots that can lock onto any metal surface. You can walk straight up a wall, on a ceiling, that kind of thing.
Any biohazard suits?
No.
Anything I want is not there.
Clothing, the clothing he has is a heavy, a light armor chassis, a Mandalorian chassis, and a cloak chassis, it's called. But it's a cloak that's able to be modified and has 2 hidden pockets in it. He does
How much is
have...
that cloak?
The cloak is 1,000 credits,
We're all alone.
and the
wish we were
stealth
there.
stitching is
We'll be there
750.
soon.
No, you guys are still happening.
So
We're
the
still
cloak
walking.
has 2 hidden pockets that
So-
require a DC
But you're drunk.
investigation to find. That does require attunement, though. You can have 3 items attuned at any time. So if you have a 4th that you want to attune, you have to change
Can't
that
remember.
out.
Okay.
For upgrades, he has a silencer that can go on any blaster, pistol. He has a dark vision visor that can go into an armor chassis.
Is it really a silencer or is it a suppressor?
Because it's not a slug thrower, it's a silencer.
Okay.
He has stealth stitching that goes in the cloak and a collapsible hilt that can go on a light weapon. He also sells
What does
a
that
plus
one
one.
do?
Sorry,
What does that one do?
which one?
The collapsible hilt.
The collapsible hilt goes on a light weapon, and the weapon gains the hidden property. So it can collapse down and be hidden easily.
How much
Like
is
we're going
that?
through security.
500 credits, and it can only go on a light weapon, like a lightsaber.
Oh, a light. Well,
Yeah,
No, like-
attack
I thought you
axe
meant-
is a vibra weapon.
oh, because it said light
Yeah,
throw, and I
it's-
thought
it's
you meant
weight
that
light.
kind of. Yeah.
He does sell a fine light pistol. So it's a +1 light pistol. It gives a +1 to damage and attack rolls. He has a Beskar chakram. So it's a circle made out of Beskar with 3 blades that come off of it. That is thrown.
How much is
It's-
that one?
And that is 1,700 credits because it's made out of Beskar. It gives a +1 to damage, and it's returning. So you throw it and it comes back.
Got it. I think you should get it because
And that's what he sells.
Yeah.
what is the ambergris? That's not what it's called, but I'm gonna
Ambergris
call it-
is whale whale vomit.
What does that do?
That's what I would have called it.
Andrus.
Andrus.
Andrus is not strictly legal.
How much is it?
You don't even want to know what I like that. 500 credits, 1 pouch.
What's it do?
No. This is drugs.
Drug.
It gets you on fire. Amber.
Does it make people forget?
I mean, that's why most people do drugs, right? Yeah. This one, actually. For the next minute, when you make an ability check, an attack roll, or a wisdom saving throw, you gain an additional d6 to all of those.
It's
For a
like
minute.
Deadpool when the whale comes out and vomits.
Ambergris, not Andrus. But then you have to roll against a low and an addiction.
Addiction.
But
Ooh.
see, you're assuming I'm going to take it.
I'm sorry, you have to roll against
That's
a
the
low
thing.
and an addiction.
I'm just taking it for what it's worth.
Yeah, it's 500 credits for
So-
the pouch.
Get the 2 repair kits.
2? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What's
want the thing that
500?
you throw.
That's 500 total.
Okay.
The thing that you throw.
So
See, I'm glad I'm not the only one that.
we'll get the repair kits.
Okay.
What is it called?
What kind of med packs are those?
Basics.
So what
It's
do you?
it's 44.
4d4.
Yeah.
I still have med packs.
Yeah, I still have one as well.
I have 3,
Of one.
or I have technically I have 4, I guess.
This is about the time you guys would be done with your conversation.
Okay, we're done with the
Should we-
conversation.
I don't think
I
we
think
need
we'll be
any more.
okay.
So
We'll
we
be okay on those.
We're walking out.
And I'll take the interest.
So 2 repair kits, Andrus.
Whatever the throwing thing was.
The
Do you have money?
Beskar
Do you need
chakra.
money?
Yeah, I have money.
Okay.
Okay.
So minus 1,000 for me.
You can give her those.
Don't get addicted now.
1,700
To the
credits.
repair kits?
You got it.
Yeah. Pass that over to her.
Right. I'd like to go over to the shop owner and ask him a couple questions.
Yes, Mr. Chiss. How can I help you?
He'll get the discount now.
So that you can work on most anything, is that right?
That's right.
I reach back and grab my lightsaber hilt and the the advanced saber grip.
Okay.
I've come across these on my travels.
Ah.
I'm not exactly sure what they do, but it seems as this part may go with this hilt. Would that be something that you might be able to do?
Sure. This is an old weapon. Well, at least an old style. Yeah, I can definitely install that for you. 250 credits, I can install any tech and anything.
All right. Got my curiosity. We'll give you the 250 to install this.
Okay. It'll take about
And I
half
think I'll
hour.
take that cloak.
And the cloak. Okay. I will send you a picture of the cloak. It's 1,000 credits, so 1,250 total.
Okay.
It does come with mod slots for weave, inlay, stitching, and pattern.
You can put a weave?
That's the only way to achieve
It has
that.
2 hidden pockets.
Yeah, get that way, boy.
The pockets themselves,
Who did your
if someone's trying to find them, require a investigation check to find those pockets with a DC 15.
Okay.
So they're pretty hidden.
Sweet.
He'll be a blonde now?
You guys are outside. Do you go in the store as well, or
Yes.
stay out? Okay.
I'm going in the store. Let's go in the
We're
store.
going to the store. We're going to the store.
All right. Door opens again behind you.
Okay, we were just about to walk out.
As you turn to the door, it opens and your
Hey,
comrades
oh,
come
what's
in.
up?
Did you guys buy the upgrade for the...
What are you talking about?
Well, hi. How's it going? More.
What'd you guys buy?
She's like all happy, like,
Curved
look.
spikes out of this Beskar circlet.
Check it out!
Whoa! Stay away from you.
Some repair kits for H3. And how much would the modifications be for him? The one's 5,000, one's
The-
11,000.
5,000 and 11,000.
5,000, 11,000. 11,000 for the
The plating.
plating.
5,000 for the
And that's for the
scanner.
armor
Yeah.
class. Yeah.
Yep.
I think we need the scanner first.
I think the scanner could be useful.
Yes.
Does everybody have
It's
1,000
nice armor,
credits
kid.
to pitch in?
Everybody
For
upgrading?
for him, I'm
Yes.
willing to put
How about
1,000
five?
In the
credits
right spot.
500, whatever you can.
What can you do?
And I'll
Well,
cover the
to
rest.
With
help
that,
him.
not much.
Correct.
Whatever you're willing to give.
Yeah,
I can throw 1,000.
I'm willing to put 1,000 on him.
looks pieced together.
So that's
but
2,000.
I have a brand new shiny chassis. Mandalorian armor, fresh Beskar, painted any way you want.
For how much?
2,500. It requires the Mandalorian background, which I think you have, are the only one, and it's an AC equal to 15.
I can put another 2,000.
And it comes with modification
Like,
slots
maybe 500.
for overlay,
The master
underlay,
can give the other
reinforcement,
500.
and armoring
Yeah.
modifications.
Pay your fare.
So it'll take my armor class to 50?
It'll put your armor class at 15, and you'll have available slots for modifications. Like a helmet mod or anything.
Yeah, I like it. Plus, painted like that, what?
Can you pitch in 500 for a mod for H3 4T?
Sure.
Wonderful.
Wait, they do weapons here?
Yes. They
Ammo's
sell
illegal,
some.
but weapons definitely.
Oh,
is
I
ammo
think
illegal?
I want to
We'd
try
all
to
kill
do
each other.
something.
We'd all kill each other.
Do we need, so 5,000 includes the repair costs for the modifications?
install.
Yes, the
Yes,
install.
it does.
Okay, great. Just want to make sure. We'll be back later today with our
Oh, with the
Droid.
droid. Well, it's getting late, but
tomorrow.
tomorrow morning for sure, definitely.
Okay.
Before we leave, can you make something to cover my chest?
You have a shirt on? What do you mean?
No, I mean
Like armor?
something like this tinfoil guy over here. The
Tinfoil!
little one.
Well, I
And
do
there's a
sell
hole,
armor.
there's a crumple in it.
Do you have armor that will? Do you have something that will protect my
Wait,
right
or-
side of my body and my stomach?
I sell
Or my
armor,
chest?
definitely. Do you
He
wear
does not sell
light
prophylactics here.
or heavy?
I'd like something light
Yeah, I sell
and
a
strong.
light armor chassis, definitely.
How much?
1,500 credits. And this does require attunement. And your AC would be 12 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay.
What's your dex mod?
I think it's 3.
Right there, where it says dexterity.
Yeah,
3?
3.
So it'd be 12, so your AC would go to 15.
My AC's 15 now.
Yeah. But this comes with vacant mod slots for overlay, underlay, reinforcement, and armor. So you can upgrade it.
What about putting a grip on my vibro staff?
And it's vibro.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Get
Do you have a grip? Do you
I
have a
have my own
Out of the
grip.
gutter.
Sure.
How much would you install it for me?
250 credits.
I'll take
You
it.
laughed.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have anything that might give me some type of outer
Protection?
protection?
I mean, besides the armor chassis, not really. I mean, a good offense, though. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I got a nice gun right here.
Oh, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
Well, I don't have much of
Like
that.
I said, he doesn't have
What about
here.
something to keep me from not standing out so much? Camouflage me, kind of.
Well, I have stealth stitching that goes in a modification slot if you have mod slots available. Plus 3 stealth.
I want my
Question
painted.
I think I
for
want the.
GM.
And you said that was 1,500?
1,500 for the chassis, yes.
Okay, so it puts me at
So
37.
then, I'm proficient in, and I have synth weaving tools.
Yes, you are.
So what would I use those with? Would I use it with like a stealth weave? Is that
So you could, if you have
everybody wants a weave?
the materials to make a stealth weave, and you would need,
A workspace.
well, not only a workspace, with the tools you can pretty much do it wherever you have room. But to make an enhanced item would require time and very, very, very specific materials. So generally what you would do is you would find something that has a stealth property, like harvested from an animal that can cloak itself or something, like a displacer beast that you find. If you harvest something like that, like I think one of you harvested something off of the
I did.
Eretware, right? Which gave you certain properties. It can maybe be a fire thing. So you would use tools plus that plus material to make something.
I see.
So your synth weaver's tools plus something that you have that gives you a stealthy property, you could make an underlay or a weave over the course of like a month.
And it's only for clothing.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
You read that whole thing and then gave it back to him.
It was the light. I gave him the light instead of the Mando.
But it had a bigger AC than this.
Yep. It's because it's dex based,
So
and you're just a tank.
synth weaving
Easier to hit.
is only for clothes though.
Same thing for cloth. Yeah.
Cloth. Okay.
So that means I still keep my old one, but I have.
No.
So I give up.
Yes.
Give it up.
It can match. He can paint it to match.
Yes.
But you won't have.
So I have to have that installed into it. How
Yeah,
much?
you won't have the. What am I thinking of here? Not dark vision, but
The night vision.
no.
Thermal.
Infrared, thermal. You won't have thermal.
So how much is that tad?
He doesn't sell it.
Others. I don't have.
He
thermal.
sells dark vision visors,
Okay. How much is that?
1,000 credits.
Son of a.
But it
Remember,
gives
we
you dark
need
vision,
500 for
dark
each
vision
three.
up to 30 feet.
I still need. Okay. You said I still need the 500 for him.
I like taking y'all's credits.
Yeah, I'm about to.
I got some
Bro.
credits I want to give out.
Sure. I got some things I want to give you.
So, I want the stealth weaving,
Okay.
and I'm gonna.
Do you have a piece of clothing that has a stitching mod available? You don't.
Here's
What
why.
about my combat? What about my combat suit?
No. Basic combat suits. You have to buy something with a chassis
my phone.
that has slots available.
Okay, do you have a cloak of any kind I can buy?
I had a cloak, but your blue friend bought it.
Oh, poor
But
guy.
your blue friend bought it.
I'll have to rob him later.
Not this one.
I do have a light armor chassis.
I want the light armored chassis.
No, I want
That's
it.
11 what?
No, I want it.
It's 1,500 credits.
1,500.
That stuff would just get in
It
my
looks
way.
like a
I
combat
found
suit,
it.
See?
but it does have slots available for modifications. You have to find modifications or buy them and have them installed. But it does come with available slots.
Let's do it.
1,500 credits down.
Remember, I still need 1,000 from you, Joe.
I got you covered.
Okay.
So what's my 1,000 for the?
Oh, for the dark vision?
What else do you
I
have for
give
me?
you 1,000.
Well, I have a silencer, I have a gun, a +1 blaster pistol, maglock boots. You can stick to any
Those
metal
did
surface.
sound
How
really
much?
Cool.
How much are the mega?
Oh, those are nice. Those are 2,000 credits. They do require attunement. They last an hour before you have to recharge them. But you can walk on any solid metal surface, even up a wall or on a ceiling, and you ignore difficult terrain caused by metallic debris.
Are they silent?
No.
Oh.
They're maglocks.
I need something that gets me up a building quietly.
Wants to be Spider-Man like.
A big clunky Spider-Man.
Gosh, I feel like you're selling us that because we're gonna need it later. So.
Well, I don't know what you need.
Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to buy.
If you're trying to be quiet, though, I do have a silencer for blasters.
How much is that?
$750.
I'll take the silencer,
Only for blaster pistols.
which that I had.
It just rhymes with your name.
Blaster.
I like that you had to say it.
Blaster.
Which name?
It could be Raster
We're
Blaster.
doing it in
Raster Blaster.
that's what Red checks it.
Raster Blaster.
Yeah, that I have that the holdout pistol,
Yeah.
so I could use it on that, right?
Yes, you could.
You need a silencer?
Yes, I do. I need to be as quiet as I can. You know what I mean?
With those
Yeah.
disguises that you
That's
That
another
was
$750.
Dusty.
$750 plus the 1,000.
Dusty. Hi, my name's Dusty. I'm a blaster. Yes,
You said 750.
Raster Blaster.
And Joel said you will be back within an hour with your droid.
You said tomorrow.
I mean,
it's
I can-
getting late.
Stay open if you're bringing, and you can pick everything up tomorrow.
And I want to leave my Viber staff with you.
Yeah, you can pick everything up in the morning.
Okay.
I'm taking this one with me.
Well, of course.
Sure.
So do you install the
Maybe.
the thing into my helmet?
Do you think we'll be
Dark
back
vision?
in
Dark
time?
vision.
For what?
I don't know.
So it's installed.
To get the
It will be in the morning. Okay.
Okay, we'll be back with our droid.
Excellent.
Eggs.
All right.
Here's the money. Everybody subtract.
Did you pay? Did you also want to buy the droid detection?
The 11,000.
The 6,000. 5. sorry.
5.
Whoa, these prices.
65.
They keep going up.
No.
That's the one we're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I give you
We need a
1,000.
trader.
There's 1,000 for you.
Okay, great. So subtract it off your sheet.
You got my 500, right?
All right.
Yes.
You only wanted 500 for me. 'Cause
Yes.
I ain't got.
I said people could give whatever they can.
I can't afford much.
Okay.
Have to
Somebody
take the
has to
credit
hold up.
somehow.
Hold on to our money because we're gonna be broke soon.
I
Okay,
recommend
so
a
you got my
casino.
500. Where's the casino?
Make more money.
I recommend no the casino.
I always like the
Is
casinos.
where we lost all our money.
And I love the
So
casino.
you skip back to the docking port. Your ship is still there.
H3.
Thank God.
Open.
Well, of course it's going to be there. H3's there with it.
H3 is guard. The ramp is still open and down. You head on the ship. H3 is sitting in the bridge area. As you come in, he turns. Masters, I saw you coming. How was your trip?
We have a surprise for you.
Excellent. If I could show emotion, I would act surprised.
Why surprise?
She said it was a surprise.
Oh. Okay.
Hence, if.
Hence, if.
I, too, have a surprise for you.
Uh-oh, shit.
Oh no.
What is it?
A message came while you were gone. Let me find out.
Say that again?
A man named Rin.
Oh, shit.
Red.
Rin.
Interesting. What did they have to say?
I'll play it. And he presses a button. A small hologram appears. A young man. He's small. Seems real fidgety. He has shoulder-length brown hair.
Human?
And his human. Both his eyes are biometric. And not very good. Very mechanical looking.
You.
I know.
You.
I said
It pops up. He's kind of frozen in place. And then H3-4T hits a button.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And you hear Ren speak. Mistress Vora was not happy that you skipped the docking fee and killed her men. She said she would forgive your lack of understanding and decorum if you are willing to meet and negotiate the terms of your ship's release. That's all. And then it goes. It seems, Masters, a land lock has been placed on our ship.
We
Which
should
can
have
only
killed
be
them
done
all
by
when we had
port
the
authority.
chance. Court?
Port.
Port Authority are the only ones who can do that?
Port authority.
Port.
Perhaps if we had landed in the Imperial docks. By the way, we owe 25 credits for the night.
Okay. Who do I pay?
It's when we leave. It's cumulative.
Okay. Great.
So we gotta pay to pay? No?
We
You pay to stay.
To
And
stay.
pay to leave.
And pay to leave.
Well, sure. We can pay.
Shall I reply to Mr. Wren?
I really want to say, Mistress Vora,
I can
we could have killed you earlier, and you're lucky we didn't. But
I don't think we met
Yeah.
that one yet.
We haven't met Vora.
isn't that what her
Who
name
is
was?
Vora? Mistress
No,
Vora.
The ones who came for
No, the
to shake us
Mando
down?
said that.
They worked for Vora.
Yeah.
Mm.
That.
I think we need to meet,
Let's
but
have a meeting with her then. Maybe we can arrange something.
I will contact Rin. He punches a few buttons. The holocom on the dash lights up, and the young man is there. Oh yes, you got my message then. Your droid is quite rude.
Where could he get that from?
tell him we didn't get your message. We
sorry.
got a message from Mistress Vora.
Well, Mistress Vora wants you to atone for skipping your
Can she
docking
speak
fee.
for herself?
She tends not to discuss anything with the rabble.
We're not
And
rabble.
what precisely would we have to do to atone for landing here?
Well, you could always pay the docking fee, or, as she said, negotiate with her for the release of your ship.
Is she willing to meet us?
Sure. If you'd like, you can go to the Haranover Tavern, tell the bartender droid, Ni Ganar Denui. Which only you understand, Raster.
What was the?
Ni Ganar
No,
Denui.
the name of the tavern.
Haranover.
What part of town is that?
It's actually only about 4 blocks from here.
Wonderful.
And what did he say?
Ni Ganar
Good enough.
Denui.
The Nui.
We'll pay our fees for tonight, and we're also willing to meet and talk with her.
Excellent. It's getting rather late, though, so
We'll go find
I bring gifts.
Oh, okay.
So, in the morning.
Oh,
Feel
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
It's a long night.
It goes.
We should probably bring
Take
H3 before
H3.
it gets too late.
H3 we're getting you some upgrades. Well, an upgrade. But
Excellent, Master. Is it a bigger gun?
sadly, they didn't have those. But now
Unfortunate.
you'll be able to detect life forms.
Ah, I see you're delegating me to a simple astromech droid.
Well, you can kill them if we need you to after.
Well, it would make hunting life much easier.
Great. Let's go.
Great. Okay, you head back. You can drop your droid off. The shopkeep, whose name you did not ask hurriedly, tells you
Didn't ask our names.
to come back tomorrow, and all of your mobs will be ready.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Ask his name!
You're right there too.
You guys have a good night then. I'll
What's your
see you
name?
tomorrow. Magnus.
Magnus.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Magnus.
And thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thank
Magnus.
Most business I've done in 2 months.
We believe it. People
right.
can just hear our money when we show up.
As you exit the shop, the sky is now dark. The city is lit. Around you, neons, lights everywhere. Doesn't seem that the traffic has died at all. There are still people, there are still speeders. It seems this city doesn't really sleep.
Is there a taco shop or something around?
There's some street vendors, sure. Get meat on a stick.
Yeah.
That's universal.
I scan it dubiously.
It's not very good, nutrition-wise.
Is this all that there is? There's nothing better?
Well, we can go back to
If you don't like it, get out of here.
You want a pizza? We can go to my farmland. We are weak farmers, but
How far is that?
2 hours.
2 hours.
By speeder, a really quick jump by
Do we
ship,
have a speeder?
but your ship's locked. Easy enough to rent. There are directories to the city everywhere.
It is night. Maybe we can sneak in and out.
Get a nice drop top, go on a country drive.
I don't know if we should be leaving the ship alone for that long.
I agree. I think we
Especially
need-
with H3 not being there tonight. I don't think that's a good idea.
and we'll-
H34T didn't do anything for us. We're locked down. Regardless.
Well,
He did nothing.
Do we know that, though?
And I got shot in the neck. He did nothing.
I got shot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
when I think about that, I'm like, dang.
They fucked me up.
Yeah.
what kind of
The ship is stuck.
stores or businesses or places does it show on the directory?
You're in a
They're like,
mega city.
okay,
There's everything you can imagine and some things you've never heard of.
karaoke?
Sure, yeah, there's a lot of karaoke basement bars.
Everybody's in there like,
Does anybody want to
"Me,
go with me?"
I didn't.
Good movie.
I think we do.
Me.
I think we need to go to your village to find out about
But not
Min's,
tonight.
but not tonight. We need to pick up H3 in the morning. They don't have their weapons. They're getting them modded.
All right.
And we gotta meet with this woman who wants to extort us for more money.
More. You didn't pay anything.
It's more than what I wanted to pay.
$25.
I was thinking about force.
All right.
I want.
Shall we rest for the night? Do we have anybody stand guard since we have no robot now?
Does the ship have an alarm system?
It has a door you can close.
Can we lock it?
It's a spaceship. You can't open it from the outside. Really?
What's the worst they could do? Like tag our ship while we're sleeping? They can't like take the tires off.
It's already landlocked,
That's
so.
true.
Nobody
Yeah,
can
you
take
can-
the tires off it?
You can sleep in the ship. There's hotels, motels, everything.
They're I really like to go to a bar or some place where we can talk to people. And get some information
did anybody
before
lock
we
the ship before we left?
Yeah, I did.
You remember the toot-toot when you-
Yeah.
Are you walking away? Let's do that.
I think so.
Let's go meet the yokels,
Okay.
the locals.
All right. Easy enough. It's night. There are many establishments in which to imbibe.
Well, he's the drinker. Which one would sound good?
Oh. What's the popular?
Okay, the
Damn.
spice is good. The spice brew
Pick it
is
up
good.
later.
It gets no better than the spice brew.
Anyone that are popular, famous? Do any like 5-star?
Yeah, there's a 4.8.
5-star, not 5-star. Just
There's a 4.8
5-star rating.
rated
You
bar
know.
called the Railgun
How many
On
dollar
Space
signs?
Yelp?
on Space Yelp. Yeah, there's plenty of bars around you within walking distance.
It's really hard to get out. Sorry.
To have this nice background audio. Yeah, plenty of bars around you. Absolutely. And at this time of night, they're all relatively busy.
Okay, let's go.
All right, you head into one.
You gotta put my John Travolta suit on.
There's
Get your
people
suit on,
sitting
Dusty.
around, drinking, talking, laughing. As you come up, two men fall out the front door fighting. The bars, and you're not in a great part of town. So,
Jeez.
Wait, I thought we went to the 4.8-star bar.
yeah,
Well, it's a good bar, so it's got to be in a bad neighborhood.
All right.
isn't that how it works?
The name sounded good. The 4.8.
No one goes to the rich neighborhood to drink. It's boring. It's just wine.
I guess where you find the money. All right, let's go.
All right.
Or good whiskey.
You head in. There's plenty of people sitting at the bar, sitting at tables, drinking. There's a few card games going on.
It's a bar?
There's still room. It's a bar.
Okay, we'll get a table.
Server droid comes up. They have beer. They have spice brew.
I'll take a spice brew.
As will I.
Okay. So
I will too.
the Force users all gain 7 temporary Force points for the next hour.
Yay.
Nothing for me, please.
Very good. And for your child.
Milk.
You'll take milk. Or apple juice.
The droid comes back with 30 spice brews and some Bantha milk.
Okay. That's still frothy.
It is whole so that he grows strong.
Still
Milk
warm.
mustache.
Yeah, put your disguise on, Dusty.
Oh my goodness.
Is there anybody or people looking at us first?
Yeah, as you came in, people took a little extra glance, but they went back to what they were doing eventually.
Is anybody alone?
No, not in the bar. Next to you, there's a group of 3, 2 men and a woman. There is a few people at the bar. They might be alone, but they're all talking with each other.
Since this is a good bar, do I recognize anybody?
Make a perception check. In this city of 4 New York cities put together.
And he's a 15-year-old, and he never.
From a small town. He's from Albany.
Would you get
He's in
natural
New York
20,
trying to look
please?
cool.
It's probably my highest roll ever.
That is a high roll.
Nat
I'm
20?
roller. No. Close.
No. So what is it? Just
Perception.
Just a roll. Perception.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's 18.
18. All right. So you're in a city the size of multiple New Yorks, and you're from up the Hudson.
Hoboken.
Yeah.
Hoboken.
Yeah, you're from a very small town, hours away. No, you don't recognize anyone.
Damn, I was hoping that I saw Avocado or somebody.
I mean, they have their own bar.
How come we didn't go to that bar?
I mean,
He was passed
I
out.
don't know.
Uh,
Yeah, what happened with that anyways?
Why did we come to a bar again?
it was
Talk to me.
not very fruitful.
We didn't learn anything. They know nothing.
What did he want?
They have no jobs. They were stiffed by Emerald. Basically, Emerald sent them to the ship to take what we were sent to go get.
But we got it. We got what we were supposed to get.
Mm.
When they took our weapon,
Yes.
and they gave
Yeah.
their weapons to the war. It looks like everybody's going to be getting ready for war now. That's what their clan is getting ready for.
And Emerald has something that's might be hazardous.
You think?
A case. Do you know what? You guys
think
know what
she
it
has
is?
more?
Garrus Station might agree with you.
You said that she got. They gave her a case of some biohazard marked stuff.
The cases that were at Garrus Station.
No,
The fungus. No?
these are the cases from that broken ship.
so the
Yes.
timeline, Garrus Station would have been hit around the same time you were at that
At the ship.
Oh.
And the
okay.
crates on the ship were much larger than the box you saw.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
So
Is
these
she
are some
planning
things that we
something
lined up.
bigger?
Some things we lined up in the hallway that they took from us.
Or she's selling it.
Interesting.
So,
I don't. Go on.
I have one mission in life, and it seems like I can't find information on this. I need to save Mims. We're about to go into a war, and I can't lose her again. I have no way to get a hold of her. I have no way to get in contact with her.
Are you sure that she wants to be saved by you?
Maybe not. But then, what is my mission in life? To fight in this war?
It's whatever you
What's
choose
her
it to
mission
be.
in life?
What's her mission in life?
Have
She
you ever
must-
taken that into consideration? Because it looks like she's
Yes,
being
what she
taken
wants.
care of
Yeah,
fairly
sure,
well.
what she wants.
I just have one thing to say. 45 million people live here. And you want us to go and save, what's her name again?
Mims Doom.
Mims Dune? Boy,
Were you the last one that saw her?
I was the last one that saw her.
So even going to your village, we wouldn't get answers.
I don't know. I have to find out how they made it seem that she left this planet and now she's back.
Maybe that's not
Imagine.
her.
Well,
You said the Mims that you knew wasn't force sensitive and that she was kidnapped.
so if that is not her, then you're saying basically that we need to leave this planet.
I'm not saying we have to leave. I'm just saying you need to be realistic.
So then what are we doing on this planet then? We have no purpose of being on this planet if that's not her.
Do you have
I'm not
a
sure that
plan?
that's not her yet.
And how would we get close to her?
And that's why I want to go to the village. We need some kind of plan.
But she's at the temple
Palace.
palace. Thank you.
And how do we get in the palace?
You tell us.
We'll probably have to break in. Maybe we can get some schematics from the library, archives.
Or maybe we can ask the one that has our ship locked down. Maybe we can ask for her help somehow, some way.
Or maybe we
I have
just
a feeling she
knock
might
on
not
the
be
door.
willing to help us. Just
We're
a,
bringing spice brew.
Maybe
Just a
we say
feeling.
we have a Jedi.
We have snacks.
is that really going to pretty well?
Ooh.
He's telling you You know, we got fresh meat. I thought I knew that to you, but wow.
That they might be interested
yeah,
in
look what we
talking
brought.
to us.
We brought us a nice.
I don't know. You're
Fresh.
the only Mandalorian here. They could look at us like we're some kind of freaks over here.
Hey, how about you volunteer to turn yourself in?
And get arrested?
Yeah, we could take you there.
Okay, then I get arrested, then what?
We
break
get
you
in,
out.
and then maybe we can break you out.
But how is that going to help anything?
He'd
Well,
get
arrest or
inside
get
the door.
arrested.
I imagine that they're not going to be held in the same place.
Well, here's the rest of my story. I'm not actually Mandalorian.
Spit take with my drink. At a bar.
Come on.
Who did you kill?
I didn't kill anybody. Min's Dune's father was actually my owner,
Your slave.
You're a slave?
basically.
From where?
From Earth.
Earth. What is?
Oh,
I've never heard
There is
of that.
none. You don't have a background.
I don't have.
You don't have a clue.
I don't know where I am. I was basically sold and raised and enslaved.
I suppose that makes sense. You don't look anything like any of these other people here.
Min's. So, here's the whole story.
Another spice brew.
Ooh, I'm with you on this one.
So here's the whole story. I was slaved and put to work by her father. I was doing very well for him, but I fell in love with his daughter.
Did you fall in love with her, or did she fall in love with you?
We fell in love with each other. We were to leave and escape this planet when her father found out, and I was thrown into a dungeon. When I was thrown into this dungeon, I met a man that offered to help me kill my master so I could be with the one I loved. I turned him down. And after a while, my master released me, and I went back to work. We still saw each other in secret, but the moment that we were getting ready to leave, he was killed. When I went to go try to stop the killing and help him, is when I saw the one that I saw in the dungeon capture and take her away.
Do you know the name of that guy in the dungeon? Had you ever seen him or heard anything of anyone being in that dungeon?
His story was damn it.
He didn't give too much information.
No, I didn't. But
He didn't give a name or back anything.
No, there was nothing. But he had a personal vendetta against my master, and was to pay him off. And he paid him off, but then he double-crossed him. He double-crossed him by killing his wife. And that's when he put him also into that cell, that dungeon, where I was thrown into. So he had an ulterior motive of trying to get back at him.
Was he Mandalorian? The man in the dungeon?
I don't know.
Did he look Mandalorian?
No.
Was he Jedi?
I don't even know at that time what a Jedi was. If he was Jedi, he didn't have a lot of powers to try to get out of the simple dungeon we were in.
It still doesn't tell us what we're supposed to do now.
All I can say is I know her very well.
Are
And
you
from what I
sure,
can
though?
see, that looks like her.
Are you sure that you still know her, though?
It hasn't been that long.
It's
You
been
gotta
longer
figure,
than-
you gotta figure, it's been approximately 6 months. There's not a lot of change that could have happened in 6 months.
Other than her gaining force powers.
Why would he have taken her?
And being a
She's always had.
Or she was
She
given
might have.
these-
Always had it.
So somehow they were awakened from her.
Let me ask you this, Rester. If
What?
it is her, how would she react seeing you?
We were in love.
So she would still be happy to see you if she saw you on this planet. Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Yes, because she knew that I did not kill her father. She was there when the murder happened. She was with me. We were about to leave when her father confronted us. And the man came out of the dark and killed him.
And they left the planet, or they left the village?
They left in the ship.
Well,
Boy.
I think we need to see if there's any way we can get to her. If you think that there's still hope.
How will she help us?
She has force power.
She might be able to provide answers as to what's happening with these children.
Mm-hmm.
If she was part of this,
How does that help us? But waste some time.
Sure, people will pay to get their children back.
yeah.
Probably rewards.
But if
That's
they're going-
interesting coming from you. People gotta pay.
Does
I
it
like
not
that.
matter to you, Jaw, that we might be helping Raster get the woman back that he loves?
Good point.
Does it only matter to you if it serves your purposes?
Honestly speaking, yeah. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
still learning
right.
about this crew, but I love you guys to death. But I'm willing to fight for love. I'm willing to help you. But you know, I'm still a little bit suspect. But I
Checks
am
out.
willing to help you. I told you I would. So let's go knock on the door.
On the front door of the
Palace?
How are we going to get to it? I'm sure it's heavily guarded. But you think they're just going to let us?
Yeah, if we turned you in.
Are they going to be doing any more public events?
I don't know. Let me check the social calendar.
Well, maybe. I mean,
I
maybe
just
we
don't
could
want.
find
I
out.
don't want to take Zev.
I don't
there.
want to take Zed
Yeah.
either.
I don't think that'll be safe.
But as of right now, I only have one lead. One area to pick up the trail.
And that's
find
to
out.
go home.
I have nowhere else to go. Avocado had nothing to say. He's a drunk.
We need to figure out how to get to
Yeah,
that
I wish I
palace.
was where he was.
The only
Secretly.
person that I think that is
Technically,
of
some
high
public
ranking that we
events.
could talk to is the one that has our ship locked.
I think before we try to do anything else, I think we need to go see her after we get our equipment and H34T back in the morning.
Yes.
Has it
Check
been?
her out, see what she needs, see if maybe she can help us with what we're doing, and if not, we go to your town and see what we can dig up there.
Has it been 30 minutes yet?
He said pick it up in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, in the morning. That's right. We dropped them off. We dropped the kids.
Did you
off
get a
at
ticket?
the-
You know,
The
your dry
store.
cleaning ticket?
Yeah. Well, heck.
All
Okay.
right.
No. Do we have to stay in this bar any
I
longer?
think we have to. It's
We
time to
about
rest, maybe.
I don't think so.
I'm about
Finish
to
your
leave.
drinks and head to the ship to sleep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you enter the port and the door is open,
Oh.
your ship is still there. You board it, and you each retire to your individual rooms. Night passes. Raster, Davia, Zev. You all come to consciousness, head into the little lounge area you have to get a little breakfast. Lolly and Jean aren't awake yet. You two. It's an uncomfortable night of sleep. For some reason, you're tossing and turning.
I know why I am.
It's not you.
I'm like,
Lolly and Jean.
oh.
You have a dream that's
Me
familiar.
or both of us?
Both of you.
Uh huh.
You're not aware of each other. It's
Okay.
your own dream. You find yourself. Where am I? There we are. You find yourself standing among tall rows of plant life. And for a minute you think, oh God, you're back on Jack's 421. But it's too orderly. It's a single row on either side, and it takes a second, but then it clicks. You know what this is. You're standing in the agricultural section of the Luvid colony ship. It's empty. It should be bustling with people. It's a massive ship, but there's no one around. And as you notice where you are, it's beautiful, it's green, it's lush, it's very orderly. But it starts to get dark further away from you. And the darkness passes you, and you're standing in void. A red light appears in front of you, and you blink to focus on it, and there's a red pyramid with gold trim just in the void in front of you.
Pyramid of 4 sides?
Yep.
Or pyramid?
4 sides. What do you do?
Nothing else, nobody else around.
Nope.
Are we both aware that we're in separate rooms?
You're on the Luvid. It's empty. Now it's dark. and the holocron is before you.
I say, Invala. Who goes there?
John?
Be honest with you, Ozza. I want to kind of say the same thing, but I want to call out, is anyone there?
Okay. As you each say your phrase, the pyramid breaks very slowly. The corners, the gold-tipped corners, each float off. The glass, the red glass with etchings, floats to the side. It maintains its pyramid shape, just broken apart.
It's like open. Or
The red light still right in the center, swirling. You hear a voice all around you. You draw near. The holocron vanishes into the darkness. All the parts, the red light stays. The darkness past it is complete, but something heavy lands on the ship, on the floor of the Luvid. And there's a deeper blackness past the light of the holocron. Do you do anything?
I'll take us.
I'm gonna walk towards the red.
I'm also gonna walk.
List of the holocron.
Okay. As you walk toward the holocron, a face emerges coming toward you as well. So you're both walking toward the red light. The face is long and narrow, two slanted eye slits. It's a bone-white mask. Not the same mask as you saw in the temple in JX421. That one had round, empty eye sockets. This is narrow and slanted. And it's high, 6.5 feet. A massive shadow comes into glowing red in the light, the only light available. And he stands 3 feet from you, this red light in the middle.
And it's clearly a he?
It's clearly a mask, and it's clearly very big.
Is it wooden?
It's not wooden. This is a different style. He leans forward slightly. Use my gift. You draw near. The red light ignites into a red lightsaber. It pulls back. What do you do? Do you do anything?
I'm gonna kneel.
Okay.
This is tough. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I do, and then you tell me.
What do you do?
I'm wearing like my mom's ring, and just
hold it out.
Hold it out.
Okay. You kneel. You hold your ring. To you, this figure looks at you with his lightsaber pulled back. Good. The lightsaber comes down at you, and right as it connects, you both wake.
Sweaty.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I know those
Drenched.
nightmares.
Am I
Drenched.
dream? Do I see this?
No. You were alone.
We have, okay.
Definitely alone.
Oh.
All right. You each have your breakfast.
Of champions?
Those
No,
three are
it's
up
basically
already.
nutrition paste.
Oh, okay.
You know. Yeah. And the day is yours. Where do you head first?
Probably back to the shop.
The shop?
Okay. Easy enough to get to. Your weapons are all ready. Your armor's ready. And painted as you leave.
Nice.
Ship is secure. H34T comes out, and if a droid could look a bit prouder, he does. Magnus is there. He looks very tired. But everyone's armor is ready, and weapons are available.
Like many threads.
It is painted exactly the same. As specified.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But it's a fresh coat of paint.
It is. No more
That is-
dings.
A lot of work to get done overnight. Thank you.
Yes, it was. I have some help, but it took all night.
Who's your help?
My assistants. I have two.
Well,
Are they
Do you
kids?
know of,
No.
Mistress Vora?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, do you know Mr. Zvora? I mean, I know of her. I don't know her.
what do you know of her?
Shady, criminal underground.
These people always like to find us.
Yes.
She's not an upstanding citizen, you know?
Second question. Can anybody go visit the palace? Like, take tours or...
The Imperial Palace.
Yes.
Or the store.
The Imperial Palace.
No?
They don't let any visitors or...
Pretty heavily guarded. Yeah, it's, where the Mandalore lives.
Right. I just, some
Sure.
places you can go see the
I mean, we see him
historical
maybe
structures and...
every 2 years or so.
Can we send a candygram or something?
It might get vaporized on the way.
Do you know of any other public events they might be doing soon?
No, the Mandalore only shows up very rarely. Every once a year, every 2 years, maybe.
Do you think... what about Counselor Vaughn? Is there any chance we could get an appointment or talk to him?
You could call his office, I suppose. He's probably a busy man, but sure, I guess. I don't really do much with politics.
Us either. Just trying to get into it.
I mean, you thought you could walk into an Imperial Palace, I see. Makes sense.
I guess I'd run my place a little differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a warring world. That's why ammo's illegal to sell.
On all of Mandalore?
To the public, yes. The clans obviously make their own. But I just sell it to anyone.
Well, thanks, Magnus.
Absolutely.
That's
All right. You take your leave. Next steps.
I think you want to go see
it.
her.
Haronova?
Vora.
You want to go see
Haronova.
Vora?
Haronova?
Mistress Vora?
Yeah, but you said
the
she was at the
tavern.
bar.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
God.
Tell my names.
No, not that time. I mean, I
always
was
do.
technically, it was the bar's name.
She wants to go to the Basanova?
Yes, there it is.
Casanova?
Casanova.
The Hara Novawar, yes. Okay.
I got tavern.
It's near. So you can, you make your way, it's back toward the port where you're docked.
Are we taking H34T with us? Or is he going
Well,
back to
he's
his...
with us.
Yeah.
I would happily accompany you, Master.
HT4D is looking good.
There are many
Take him
life
out,
forms
man.
within 100 feet. I could kill all of it
I love
Well,
it.
no
How
need
long would
for
it take
that
you?
yet.
very quickly.
Well, you can hang out with us today.
Very good. Easy enough to find the tavern. You go in, it is situated between a closed clothing store and an empty storefront on the ground floor of a very large gray skyscraper. As you go in, there's a gunmetal droid behind the bar. It is empty otherwise.
Hello.
Welcome in.
We're here to see Mistress Vora.
No, that's
I'm
not
afraid I don't know the name.
Nay.
Oh, let him drop his.
What was it? Nay
Say,
Dinar
Sam sent us.
Denui?
young man.
Tahi, Taha.
Ni Gana Denui.
Denui.
Ah, of course. And he reaches under the bar a bit, and the wall slides open to a small elevator.
Thank you.
Enjoy your stay.
Stay.
Oh. I'm gonna sit at the bar and have a drink.
Okay. Everyone else?
We gotta
Yes.
get out of
I'm
it.
going up.
Okay, you get on the elevator, and you're jostled a little bit as you're expecting it to rise, but instead sinks. It drops about 5 stories. Opens.
And you didn't go with us?
No.
Oh, he's gonna be mad. In front of you,
Even the droid went with us.
in front of you is, and it's packed. You're shoulder to shoulder in there, especially with H3.
Oh yeah, I'm the smallest one here, and freaking.
In front of you is
Giants.
a large room, red bricked, and very smoky inside. It's very spicy smelling and smoky. It's not a bad smell, but pungent.
Tweets.
There is some soft music playing, and there's large kind of overstuffed furniture sitting around.
Like a strip
There's
bar?
2 people.
No, it's like a lounge.
There's 2 men smoking from a communal hookah.
Mhm.
In the back is a long, dark wood table with a single woman sitting at it. She has deep scars kind of curled across her face. And she's working on something on the table. As you step off the elevator, the fidgety man from your hollow comes up. His eyes kind of focus in. Welcome in. I'm glad you came. I am Ren. And you're here to see Mistress Vora about your ship.
Yes.
Very good, very good. This way, please. And he leads you back to the table. He stops and just leaves. Doesn't say anything, and the woman's still sitting there working. She stops, looks up. She's not a pretty woman, and not helped with the deep gash scars. You killed my men. You didn't pay the fee and killed some of my men. You can pay now or work it off. Your choice.
How much are you saying we owe?
10,000. That was the fee.
1,000.
It was 25 credits a night.
That's the regular docking fee.
Well, why would we need to pay for a service that we don't need?
Security.
We have security. I pointed H3.
Fine. To lift the lock.
We're not paying that much.
Less. We come to trade. Or maybe we can negotiate.
You can work it off or you can pay.
What kind of job are you trying
a
to
job.
offer us?
It is one that I do not want to
Yes.
send my men with.
Which is?
Of course it's not.
It is dangerous. And you will probably die.
We've heard that one before.
What's the job?
There was an artifact found at the bottom of the ocean. I want it.
Here. This ocean.
The ocean nearby, yes.
Thanks.
What does the artifact look like?
I do not know.
Why do you want it?
It is an artifact of ancient Mandalore.
Who found it?
It was picked up on our deep sea scans.
Whose deep sea
sea?
scans?
Mine.
How do we get to deep sea?
I don't care.
What do you have to help us?
Nothing.
And how do you expect us to get it?
I don't care.
So it's still in the ocean? Or
Yes. There's a structure at the bottom of the ocean, 2 kilometers off of the coast.
I think we
Inside?
got 10 grand.
We scanned.
No, we just been
There are many things.
how deep?
Specifically, an artifact. It is 2 kilometers out to sea, sitting at the bottom of the floor. It's half a kilometer down.
The artifact is all you care about.
That's all I want. Anything else you can keep.
So why do you say we would dive to go for it? Is it being guarded by something, someone?
It's at the bottom of the ocean.
Does anybody else know about it?
No. I do not want to send my men. It is expensive to go down there.
Give me 24 hours.
24 hours it is.
Or how far is the ocean? I guess I should probably ask.
It's about a half-day drive.
Half
By
day.
speeder.
A speeder.
We'll bring you the artifact when we're ready to leave.
And you can leave when I have the artifact.
And you'll release our ship. You'll make sure nothing happens to it when we're out getting your artifact.
That's what the 25 pays for.
Free fees? No fees?
You don't pay the 25. Maybe something happens to your ship.
I'll say the 25.
Don't argue over 25.
What else is going on? Anything about children?
Do you see children here?
No,
Do I look or sound like a mother?
thankfully not.
You should have said something a lot better than that one. As ugly as you
You're not
look.
there.
Hell no. No kids come.
You're not there. You decided you didn't want to come down.
About this war
No.
the planet has.
I don't care about any wars.
So you
What about
won't
those
join
kids?
the war?
The only good thing that comes out of war is I will make lots of money.
Why is that?
Security leaves. Soldiers leave. I'm free to do as I will.
Would they
Lots
leave
of
the palace?
things unguarded. No. That's the most secure building on the planet.
Has anybody ever gone in?
The
And lived?
Mandalore. You mean break in? No one's ever tried.
Is there a way in?
Are you thinking about it?
That's on a need-to-know basis.
Then you can leave.
Maybe we are.
I'm thinking about it.
It seems I need to know. Well, if you do, I would pay for just about anything in there.
What do you mean, anything? What are
It's
you
the
looking for?
Imperial Palace art, artifacts, the Mandalore's mask.
We wouldn't take that. Definitely get caught.
I mean,
That would not
you'll
be.
get caught as you walk up to the gates. Look at you.
Is
None
there
of
any
you
other
even
way to
look
get in?
Mandalores. It's the most secure building on the planet of a militant world.
Would you have any ideas of how to break in?
What are you looking for? You
No,
can see
right.
that she is a lot more interested now.
Who?
Who are you looking for?
A friend.
Who is it?
You would know them.
I mean,
There's
probably
45
not.
million people who live here.
Not just in this city,
I know.
and more throughout the world.
More throughout the world. Well, we believe that they're in there.
Yes, but there are not that many people in the palace.
How many?
Not 45 million.
We're looking for one of the Force-sensitive children.
That was interesting, wasn't it?
Yes.
It's the first you've
Definitely
ever heard
to us.
of these Force-sensitive children on
Not of
Mandalore?
Force-sensitive people, but Mandalorians tend to hide that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that is interesting that the Mandalore himself is interested in it.
Isn't it?
It is. And you want one of these children?
Yes.
Not want. Maybe just to talk to.
We know one
I
of
mean, I
these
could
children.
tell you children.
No.
No.
So you do have children?
I can get them.
We don't roll that
No.
way.
Yeah. Not our.
You want one of those children?
Yes.
We want our friend back.
I wouldn't mind one either.
What would you do with one?
That would be worth quite a bit.
Who's looking? Who's buying?
Anyone buys, there's a market for everything.
We're not in that business.
But do you know somebody who is?
Are you in the market for selling? How about money?
How are you, or how could you get us in if we did want to see one of them?
I couldn't. I keep telling you. Most secure.
Do you know if that's where the children are in our state?
I could ask. I could make inquiries. Bring me my artifact, and I will get some answers for you.
Sounds like a deal.
And make sure nothing happens to our ship.
And maybe,
As long as you pay the fee.
and,
We'll pay the fees when we get back.
and maybe help us find a way in.
I will ask around. But you will have to bring me something from inside.
Fine.
And you
Something.
can't tell
I'll think about
anybody, just like we won't say anything about your artifact in the ocean.
Well, obviously you wouldn't, would you?
You better be glad I'm not there.
I definitely am.
Zev, can
I wanna make
Zev,
sure
can you guys?
stuff-
Yeah,
True.
can you guys sense anything?
Yeah,
you
guys,
guys
roll an insight check.
Yeah, Zev and
Do we have a deal?
What do you mean? I'm gonna pay you in, get your shit?
I think it's just.
Why
funny that
did you
we
do
immediately
that?
Trust
Why?
the,
Why'd you look at it?
the underground leaders, whereas the ones that
Well,
are
Zev, what
actively
did Zev-
trying to help us out, we pissed them off. I got a 12 plus.
You're lucky you can't see his dice.
So 14 total.
She seems to not care about lying.
I got a 9 total.
She's up front.
Alright. I saw you.
No, I didn't.
You did. I saw
did.
that.
You know what it was? Oh, that was just me rolling, messing around. Okay. All right.
Very good. And she goes back to her work.
Do you have a speeder we could borrow to take to the ocean?
No.
We're travelers.
Do you have anything that could help us?
Do you know where we can get a good deal?
I recommend looking at a directory for speeders to purchase or rent. Why would I help? You owe me.
And we're gonna pay
But you want that artifact.
doubly
You
if
owe
we get
me.
into the palace.
So,
It'll make us.
go.
You want us to succeed.
Go.
Come on, let's go.
I don't care if you succeed. I will
No.
find more people.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Your hands are cold.
All right.
I know.
You head out, back up the elevator. The door's open. Jaws there, drinking, chatting up the robot.
I liked her.
Come on, let's go.
I liked her.
You step out into the cool morning air, bright sun finally peeking over the tops of the skyscrapers around you. That is where we'll pick up next week.
Oh!
At least on that. So,
What?
So dramatic.
what are we having for
dice
breakfast?
Thank you
Say
guys for hanging
something.
out with us. Remember, we have a giveaway, thermal detonator at 25 subscriptions. That'll go to any of our followers. We'll do a drawing.
We'll be posting a picture so you can see it on Instagram, Facebook,
And the website.
and
Twitter.
and Twitter, and all
Twitter,
of our social media.
Instagram, all the social medias.
Yes.
Discord. We'll throw it on Discord. Why not?
Sure.
And
Also, if you guys can figure out a way for me to do better rolls,
send him dice.
yeah.
Send him luck, please.
I need a lot of luck. My dice rolls are.
I'll put
Stop
the
looking
P.O.
at my
Box on
dice.
website. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Hey.
Peace.